Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Break the Tackle, where we love football, we talk football. I am the Pef, here with my Week 6 picks of the NFL 2025 season. Last week, I went 6-8, my worst week thus far. Every week, my record is getting worse and worse. I don't know what's going on. Primetime games last week were my Achilles heel. The Thursday night game, the Sunday night game, the Monday night game, I lost all of them. This puts my overall record at 48 wins and 29 losses. Still a pretty good overall record, but I need to get back on track with a winning week. Pep's bets, 2-3 once again last week. Like I say, I make the bets, you pick the opposite. My overall record's at 9-14. I'm going to make more Pep bets this week because I need to try and turn that thing around. But let's get started with the Thursday night game. We have the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Football Giants. Both teams coming off a loss. Eagles coming off their first loss of the season. Giants, definitely an embarrassing one against the Saints. Well, I could see it being a little more competitive. I think the Eagles are going to win this one. I think they're coming into this game pissed off and they need to take it, so give me Philly. Denver Broncos versus the New York Jets in England to start off the Sunday batch of games. I could see the Jets making this surprisingly close after the Broncos have a big emotional win, but I don't trust the Jets winning this one. They're a disaster. Yeah, give me the Broncos here. To start the 1 o'clock games, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Indianapolis Colts. The Cardinals are a mess. I just don't trust them. Give me the Colts. I can trust them right now. LA Chargers at the Miami Dolphins. This is a tricky one here. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to bounce back this week. I think they're due for a bounce back here, and I just do not trust the Dolphins really at all at this point. Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of people are jumping on the Pittsburgh bandwagon this week, and it has me a little hesitant as a Steelers fan because it could be one of them low-key trap games. Also, gotta mention, the Browns' defense is pretty damn good. Judkins is looking good. And the Steelers, they just do not win in landslides. Like, every game that they win, it always ends up being close some way, somehow. So I'm going to take the Steelers, but I think this is going to be closer than you expect. Dallas Cowboys at the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cowboys right now. Dak Prescott is playing with his hair on fire, even though he doesn't really have hair. But that's besides the point. Carolina got their second win last week, but I just don't trust them enough. So, yeah, give me Dallas to win this one probably easily. Seattle Seahawks at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a good one. This is one of my games of the week. I think I'm going to go Seattle here. Jacksonville coming off arguably their biggest win of the franchise in at least the last half decade, maybe longer. I'm going to ride with Seattle here. I think they're a little more desperate. They lost the game they felt like they could have won. Jags are riding a bit too high. I could see Seattle taking this one despite the time travel. Despite being on the East Coast as a West Coast team and a 1 o'clock game, I think Seattle's going to take this one. LA Rams at the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, Lamar's likely out, so give me the Rams here, although I think the Ravens offense might put up a better fight this time around, but yeah, I'm still taking the Rams. New England Patriots at the New Orleans Saints. I think the Patriots are for real here. I'm going to go with the Pats on the road in New Orleans, although New Orleans might keep it somewhat close. They've been a little feisty this year. I got to give them some credit. Tennessee Titans at the Las Vegas Raiders to start the 4 o'clock games. I don't trust either of these teams. It's like, can I pick both of them to lose? I don't trust either of them. Yeah, the Titans got their win last week, but it was more of a Cardinals loss, if we're being completely honest. The Raiders are such a disappointment, more so Geno Smith. I'm going to go with the Raiders here. I think they need a bounce back win. I'm going to take the Raiders, but I just don't trust either team, honestly. San Francisco 49ers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one could change depending on the quarterback. I'm going to go with the Bucs here, but I don't know. I mean, San Fran's been very impressive this year, and they have that extra half week to prepare. I actually like him better with Mac Jones than I do with Brock Purdy at this point. But honestly, either way, I might go Tampa because I just can't pick against Baker Mayfield right now. He's my MVP. Cincinnati Bengals at the Green Bay Packers. Joe Flacco, the new Bengals quarterback. The Steelers have a chance to do the funniest thing next year and have Joe Flacco play for all 4 AFC North teams, but that's another story for another time. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers. Coming off the bye, they need to win. I'm going Green Bay. Detroit Lions at the Kansas City Chiefs for Sunday Night Football. I'm going to go with Kansas City. I think they're much more desperate, and Lions are riding very high. Even though the Chiefs are on a short week, I'm going to take a chance on them. I think they're just a very desperate team right now. We have a Monday night doubleheader starting with the Buffalo Bills at the Atlanta Falcons. This is a throwback game, so a little excited for that. I could really see the Falcons making this closer than we expect, but I've been burned by the Falcons way too many times. Give me the Buffalo Bills to bounce back after their first loss. Finally, the Chicago Bears at the Washington Commanders. This is my coin flip game of the week. This is definitely a revenge game here for Chicago after the debacle with last year and a Hail Mary. But, I don't know. I'm favoring the Commanders here by a little bit. Jaden Daniels in prime time seems to shine. I'm going to go with Washington. I could change my mind, but I'm feeling Commanders on this one. Bye weeks this week go to the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. We will see them back in week 7. Pef's bets. These are the games that I would bet if I were a bettor, and you pick the opposite because I suck at it. This week, I'm going to go with the Browns plus 6.5 at the Steelers. I feel like that game's going to be closer than we expect. I'm going to go Chargers minus 3.5 at the Dolphins. I feel like the Chargers might bounce back this week. I got the Rams at the Ravens over 45.5. I have Seattle minus 1.5 at Jacksonville. I have the Cowboys at the Panthers over 49.5. I have the Titans at the Raiders over 40.5. And I have the Lions at the Chiefs under 52.5. So I am going with 7 different bets this week. And yeah, it's kind of a desperate swing to try and get my record looking a little better. So going to take a chance, but it could ultimately fail. I wouldn't be shocked if it did. So let's recap my picks for week number 6.
Eagles over Giants, Broncos over Jets, Colts over Cardinals, Chargers over Dolphins, Steelers over Browns, Cowboys over Panthers, Seahawks over Jaguars, Rams over Ravens, Patriots over Saints, Raiders over Titans, Buccaneers over 49ers, Packers over Bengals, Chiefs over Lions, Bills over Falcons, and Commanders over Bears.
Now it's time to hear from all of you. Who do you have in week 6 winning and losing? Share in the comments. What did you think of my picks? Share those in the comments as well. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Get us to 500 subscribers by the Super Bowl. We're currently at 329. Let's get that number up. Also, be sure to give us a follow on Instagram and a follow on TikTok as well. Thanks again for watching Break the Tackle. We love football. We talk football.